You know, it's really beautiful in life. Seeing yourself grow, seeing yourself learn who you are, getting older, learning things, doing this and failing, learning from it, seeing the same thing come up again in the future, recognizing the pattern and doing it correctly. Just seeing growth, seeing wisdom in yourself, it's such a beautiful process. Really learning who you are as a person, learning the things you like, things you enjoy. And that's one thing I'm really loving, like as I decorate my house or my condo. Like this is, I mean, that's my daughter's room, but like this, all of this is like the Robertson headquarters, my HQ. This represents me. This is all, like if you look through your home, you should be able to, it's an extension of who you are, if that makes sense. So like, for instance, I've been building a vinyl collection, and today I got some vinyls. Like I got this anthology of Negro poets, and it's got like Margaret Walker Alexander, it's got Gwendolyn Brooks, Langston Hughes. It's got some things from Sterling Brown and Claude McKay. Then I got this Whitney Houston vinyl, and I got this Beyonce vinyl that was on my collection that I really wanted to add. And I got my favorite Jay-Z albums. So like it's just, all of this is just, is the more I learn about myself, is like the more different facets or areas that I go more in depth in, and I learn even more about myself, or things like my musical interests besides the vinyls. Like I'm about to put all my music, like I have saxophones, trumpets, etc. I'm gonna mount them on the wall, and then over here I'm putting like my jerseys from my undergrad from Jackson State. Like I got my Walter Payton jersey right there, a Bears jersey, and then I'm gonna put two Jackson State jerseys on the side, Shadur, and I'm gonna put Travis Hunter on that side. And it's just seeing everything in here. The candles that I like I burn myrrh and tonka, or frankincense. I'm burning frankincense right now because of what they mean. If you know, you know. Even the colors, how they make me feel. I'm putting my graduate research poster on the wall. I'm gonna frame it right there. Like it's just, or over here, how I got all my favorite kitchen things, and I really enjoy cooking now, and I have my brown chef apron, and just so many different things that I'm starting to learn about myself. It's such a beautiful process. But as I learn about myself, it really is bringing me to, it was bringing me to a point where I'm getting kind of tired, if that makes sense. Like maybe a week or two ago, I was just shown out of nowhere. I don't know how I found it. I know how I found it. But I was shown this chapter in the Bible. It's Galatians 5. And throughout it, it really talks about how really there's two different types of people you can be. You can be led by the flesh, you can be led by the spirit. And then it down in the chapter, like probably verse 19-ish on down, it gives you examples of like, this is what it looks like to walk on this side. This is what it looks like to walk on this side. And as I was reading them, initially like just my growth overall, just life overall, as I've been learning and gaining wisdom and gaining knowledge and applying it, turning it into wisdom, I was like, dang, I'm doing so much better. I've noticed so much growth for myself. But then I was reading through this chapter and it messed me up. It was speaking about like some things of like if you walk in the flesh, like some of the examples it gave was like idolatry, jealousy, outbursts of emotion and anger, or selfish ambitions and drunkenness, laziness, carousing around, and sexual immorality, impurity, indecent behavior. Like I was just reading through the list, and I was like, dang, I do this. oh, I do two of oh, I do three of these. I'm more than three of these. And I was just looking like, dang. I was realizing that, hey, I walk in the flesh. And I was conflicted because like, dang, I've been seeing and noticing all this growth in myself. But I was realizing, dang, I'm doing the same thing. And then a big thing that really, I already put this bouquet in here. I just want to kind of spread them out. Like there's a bunch of unbloomed ones right here, and I want to put some over here. So that's all I'm doing. But like I was thinking to myself, the big thing that it was, I was realizing my vocabulary and how I speak. Because in a lot of things in my life, I noticed that I say I. Like, I like this, or I want this, or I want to do this, or ooh, I want to be over here, or I want to do this. And a big thing I've been working on recently is comprehending, acknowledging, slowing down and saying that I. That's all flesh speaking. That's all flesh talking. That's all fleshly bound. Where is you? Okay, you don't want to be over here flesh bound anymore. You didn't like how it felt when you were reading through this, and when it was being shown out to you, it stung a little bit. That's how you know it's hidden. It's right. It's not lying. And I was like, dang. So how do I flip that? How do I go into being more spirit led? And it really, honestly, I'm still not 100% sure, but I had to like look back on things that I'm sure about that when God told me, and I was thinking back on like, oh, okay, when He told me to do this, I knew it was Him talking. How did I know it though? Like, what did I feel when He was telling me, or when He was speaking, or when He was whatever? So one thing I looked back on was like when He told me to go back and finish my master's, or when He told me about the entire pharmacy school. Like it was. When God communicates to you like that, in that manner, He speaks to your spirit. So this is leading me to the spirit-led part. So I was like, how did I know? And I was just like, I just knew. Like you just know. It was an indescribable knowing. It's like it wasn't, you just know. If that's, you can't even explain it. It's like you just know. Like how I know my name is Delron. Like how I know I'm meant to be in Chicago is like I just know it. That is, in my opinion, in my experience, in my history, that's being spirit led. So a big thing that I'm trying to do in life now is to completely remove I from this. I want this, I like this. I don't care about what I like anymore. I don't want to care about what I like anymore. I mean, yeah, I have, you got the human tendency, and yeah, I deserve to like things and all this. But being real with you, majority of the things that I like, it's subpar. It ain't the best thing. Something always go wrong. I end up getting hurt because people do not care. People do not care. And when those people show you they don't care, the only one that actually is there for you and that cares in my history has been God. So He cares and His care don't change. So I was like, you know what? Let's get rid of the I and let's do we or He. Spirit, basically. I don't really have to cut these. They're already like pretty trimmed down. And they fit perfectly too. So really I just got to rebalance them out and put such and such here, such and such there. That's all I'm doing. But with life now, I'm trying my hardest, especially like in these past weeks or two, to understand what things are spirit led within me, what should be spirit led within me? What is the spirit trying to say within me? How do I stop speaking and talking so selfishly with things that, oh, I want this, I want that, I want to do this. But how do I, one of the biggest things that I'm working on is how do I change my actual language into, I feel led here. I feel drawn here. Instead of saying, I like, I want, I like. Or maybe not beyond saying, I feel drawn here. I feel I should do this. Or this is speaking to me. Or I keep noticing this. What does that mean? That's really one of the biggest things that I'm working on in my current times. These flowers are so beautiful, but I have some that are unbloomed here that I want to move over a tad. My mom is coming this week and she loves purple. So I'm trying to fix this up so she'll just have something pretty to see when she comes in. But then today, a thing I've really been thinking on is just, again, going back to these people do not care about you. They don't, especially as we get on up into age, like we get into 30, 35, 40, everybody having kids, everybody got families and all of this. Everybody got their own life going on at the end of the day. Everybody got their own battles they dealing with. So it's not that people just don't care. It's like people just, they dealing with life on their own too. And they don't know what they're doing. They've never done it before. So we got to be more, just as people, we got to be more maybe cognizant of the fact that everybody's doing life for the first time. Even our parents, they doing life for the first time. They don't know what they're doing. They still feel like a kid on the inside too. And they did the best they could with what they had, or the knowledge that they had. I really love these flowers and they smell so good. I'm hoping that these last this time. Last week I bought some tulips, they were dead the next day. And I was like, I had them out of the sun, they died. I put them by the sunlight, they died. I moved them a little away from the sunlight, they still died. I'm like, oh my God, I'll never do tulips again. I'm probably being dramatic, but I'm not doing them frequently. In the near future, I'm not doing them. But yeah, that's the biggest thing that I'm working on in life. And I've realized that one thing I wish I would have known earlier in my life as a man, I really should have been, I want to say purpose-led is not the same as spirit-led, but it's sort of on the same playing field, if that makes sense. Like, if I would have been just 100% about my purpose, I would have saved a lot of effort, energy, emotions. But I can't look on it like that because, I just didn't know. And it's a lot of things I learned from making mistakes. But that's one thing that would really help out a lot of men, is that a bunch of this stuff is just distractions. A lot of this stuff is just distractions to get you away from your purpose. So we really got to just, as people, as women too though, just figure out what is our purpose, and which you can only figure that out by being spirit-led, which it all goes back to being spirit-led. But then when you have it, just honing in on it. Because I'm at the point now in life where I've realized people just don't care. People don't like you. They don't love you. They really don't be thinking about you. And that's fine, but God does. So why shouldn't I just be going all in on our work together? Like if he's told me to do this, why am I wasting time doing this? You know, why am I wasting it with these people over here? And they don't even care about you for real. They just entertaining you because you right here. Some of them don't even entertain you if you right there. Are they being fake doing this? You know, why waste my time and efforts? Why waste my emotional bandwidth? So, one thing I'm trying to start, well, another thing that I'm trying to start is I want to sort of kill that self in me. Anything that I want or I want to do, I want it to die. I want it to go away. But the things that are spirit led, the things that God wants for me, every time I love those better than the things that my fleshly self wanted. And they feel much more different. Like it's an indescribable feeling when it's something that he does for you or he gives for you, his presence, his gifts, his blessings. It's an indescribable feeling that's unmatched. For instance, I get so much joy and happiness like just being around nature, being around flowers, being around the water, being around children. Like just different things ways that I can see him, that's what makes me happy. A lot of these things that I used to like to do, going out doing this, going to the bar over here, going bar hopping, going out to this club, going out to these people doing hookah over here. That stuff don't mean nothing to me no more. Like I can go do it and I'll be cool for like 5 minutes. But it's like once you experience joy, nothing else measures up to it. It's like once you feel authenticity for the first time, you can't ever you can't go back to inauthenticity. God, I can't say words. But yeah. So slowly by slowly, I'm trying to kill everything fleshly in me. All these things that I want, my vocabulary, I'm trying to kill it. Maybe I'll get on here at another time and feel like just talking about stuff. Why not? Yeah. Hope y'all have a great week. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all actually read that chapter in Galatians. I believe it's Galatians 5. Because it like the first time I read it, my mind just said, and I was just like, oh my